Hi, Black Gypsy here. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to be talking about what is so intimidating about you. What is so intimidating about you? In this pick a card reading, we have two piles. Pile number one is represented by this crystal. And pile number two is represented by this crystal. Pile number one, pile number two, timestamps will be in the description box below. Pick your pile and I'll see you at your reading. Hi, if you pick pile number one with this crystal, let us see what is so intimidating about you. Okay, pile number one. Before we get into our tarot cards, let us look at the oracle messages that we have for today. This card says, I am lovable. This card says, summon. Now onto our tarot cards. The first card we have is the Knight of Cups. The second card we have is the King of Swords in reverse. And the last card we have is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, what is intimidating about you? Pile number one. Knight of Cups is the first card. Knight of Cups is a card about like someone who follows their intuition, somebody that follows their dream, somebody who's very charming, someone that offers support. I'm not too sure why people may find this to be intimidating. Maybe the people that you hang around with aren't used to having a lot of emotional support. People that you hang around with, they're used to being neglected, used to being ostracized, used to being abused. And for someone like you or someone like the Knight of Cups appearing in their lives, they might find that to be intimidating because they're not used to the kind of support, the kind of love, the kind of friendship, trust, compassion that you may offer to someone. With the Knight of Cups, you could be someone that's is willing to offer someone financial help if necessary, right? I'm not saying that you're someone that gives free money to people like that, but there are times where people that need services like a home or a car, or they need to pay their rent or their school, food, etc., etc., you're the kind that's always ready to offer them love and support or money, something. And some people may find this to be a little bit intimidating. Like, why would you help someone like them? Despite the fact that they might even treat you bad, but in return, you don't reciprocate that cold feeling, that mean feeling. You reciprocate love. That's what I'm getting here with the Knight of Cups. The next card here is we have the King of Swords in reverse. Now, the King of Swords in reverse is somebody that is very intimidating. It's an intimidating character. He's very cold, right? This is a person that doesn't really like to use their emotions a lot. They like to use their logic. And this King of Swords is like someone who's very cold-blooded. They may have a certain way of words that can cut deep to the soul. Despite the fact you are someone that can be very kind and nice to people, pile number one, the King of Swords can give me like your words can be a bit blunt. You're the way you communicate, like there's no thought. I'm hearing the word no filter. You say what's on your mind. Even though you could be someone that's a bit passive aggressive at times. You might say something that doesn't sound offensive at first, but when people sit down and think, it's like, what did they really mean? And with that Knight of like the King of Swords like that, maybe the way you communicate is a bit intimidating. How you say things, it might be a bit too direct, a bit too mean. Like there isn't a little bit of thought. Like you just say what's on your mind, but you don't consider the feeling. And last but not least, we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a card about moving quickly, moving fast. Being very, very focused. But it came up in reversed. Now we have two knights here. We have the first knight here, and then we have the Knight of Cups here. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse can tell me like, yeah, it's your communication for sure. But what I'm getting here with the Knight of Swords, it's more so like after what you say, it's giving me like you don't give it thought. Like I said before with the King of Swords, you say what you mean, you say with no filter, but after you say what you mean, you don't come back and reconsider what you say. Because when I think of the knight is all about movement. It's all about moving forward, right? And in this Knight of Swords here, this person is just moving forward. And it's giving me like, you said what you said and you have no regrets, right? You don't come back to what you say. You don't give it a second thought. You don't retrace, you don't retreat, you don't go back. You just have no filter, as I said before. Yes, with the Knight of Cups, you might have a very good heart, as I said before many times. But like I said, but you're the kind that's like, let's just say, somebody got into a really bad breakup, right? A terrible relationship. The breakup was bad, and you're the kind that says, I told you so. I told you about that person. That person was no good. Now look what happened. You don't have any sense of remorse. You don't have a sense of like feeling sorry for the person. You just said what you said, I told you so, and then you just walk away. That's what I'm getting. All right. With the I am lovable card, you probably are someone with a lot of high self-esteem, and that's what's intimidating about you. Like, you see this woman, she's wearing a really nice white dress and red hair. You're not afraid to look different. You're not afraid to stand out. You're not afraid to go against the standard, because the standard of beauty nowadays is not too much, but back in the day, you had to be pencil thin, you had to be very skinny. But we have this curvaceous woman, voluptuous woman here, and you're the kind that's just like, I am who I am, accept it or not. And there's a level of self-esteem, and there's some people that might find that to be intimidating. I'm also getting here with the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, some of you guys might own weapons. Some of you guys might own a gun, right, or a sword, something, and you guys know how to utilize it. So I'm hearing the phrase "kill them with kindness." Some of you guys might be in the South. The Southerners they have their own way of being aggressive. They're not like upfront with you like that, but if you cross their boundaries, they're ready to defend themselves. Right? They're ready to defend themselves. So some of you guys might really have weapons. And if not, I'm seeing here with this fish, this man riding on a fish. Some of you guys might have like a dangerous animal. Some of you guys might own a pit bull. That may be intimidating. Some of you might own a snake, a big python, or a pet alligator. I don't know much, but there are people here in America that in the U.S. that own these kind of animals, and there's some of our friends know about it, and they might find that to be intimidating. With that summon card here, you see how she's able to able to spark magic. What's intimidating about you is your power, your inner power. What is it that you can do? Something that people can't see, right? Something tells me with that Knight of Cups card there that you guys might appear to be kind and sweet, loving, charming, beautiful. You look like you wouldn't hurt a fly. But with the swords here, if you say the wrong thing to this individual, or if you offend the event, or whoever offends you, I should say, pile number one, they are ready to get the beating of their lives, whether it's verbally or physically. And the thing is, with that sparkle here, with that magic, people wouldn't know that you had that within you. They didn't know you had that power. They didn't know that you could annihilate them in a way like this. See, I'm very drawn to this butterfly on top of this King of Swords. How it's just on top of the blade, just sitting there. I think it's quite charming. It's funny because it's a blade that's that can harm people, but the butterfly is just sitting there. I'm thinking about you as this butterfly. You sitting there and chilling on this blade. Or it could be the people you interact with. They are represented as this butterfly. And if they mess with you the wrong way, you're ready to, end this butterfly's life with your words. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the truth picture to fine-tune this message a bit further. We have beautiful. We have loner. And we have tired. We have beautiful, loner, and tired. With the beautiful card, what's intimidating about you is your beauty. Some of you, this may tie into the Knight of Cups. You guys, again, have a very charming appearance. When I saw the word beautiful, I was thinking about this old Sean Kingston song called Beautiful Girls. And he says, you have me suicidal, suicidal. When you say it's over, quote unquote, say it's over. So again, your words could be very, very intimidating. Way too beautiful words. Say the, if you, again, people are just mesmerized by your appearance, but they know that they'll get hurt in the end if they offend you in any way. The loner card, what's intimidating about you is you could be a loner, or if not, they might feel like a loner towards you because of your beauty, because of how you look, your charm, your compassion. They feel like you could be gone at any time, any minute, and they know that they will feel abandoned by you one day or another, and they'll feel like the loneliest person in the world because they probably put you on a pedestal, right? They see you as this, as the I am lovable card in this white dress. They see you as very attractive, but they might feel like a little bit isolated by you. With the tired card, the last card, what's intimidating about you is people are afraid that you might get tired of them. Again, it ties in with the loner card. They might feel like you could abandon them. With the King of Swords, they see you as someone that's ready to cut things off. They see you as someone with a lot of standards, a lot of boundaries, and they're afraid that you will just leave them alone forever. So what I'm going to do, lastly, is I'm going to draw 3 cards from this Messages Oracle deck to see what people have to say about you. We have 1. Okay, so here are 3 messages that we have from our Messages Oracle deck. First one says, everything is not what it seems. Second one says, disappointed. And the last card is, you are enough. With the everything is not what it seems card, there could be someone that may want to have a second chance with you here, with everything is not what it seems, or they may want to clarify something with you. Maybe there's a little bit of misunderstanding happening. I am seeing the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Maybe there's some sort of miscommunication. And we have the Knight of Cups there, which kind of adds the dreamy effect. The Knight of Cups can make things an illusion. So maybe you had a disagreement with somebody in the past, or somebody that you've interacted recently. You probably didn't give them a proper chance, maybe in a relationship, or maybe in a co-worker situation. Like maybe you didn't see things through. you just saw things at a surface level, and this person might want to have like a second chance with you here. Not everything is not what it seems card here. Disappointed. Somebody might be disappointed in you. They feel really, really sad. Whatever that could be. Again, there might be some miscommunication, or you could be disappointed in someone, but in this case, we'll focus on the other person. Pile number 1. Someone is disappointed in you. And we have the You Are Enough card. Again, somebody might see you as someone is putting you on a pedestal. They see you as the standard. They see you as the King of Swords. They see you as the Knight of Cups. They see you beautiful, and they see you very powerful. They think that you are sufficient on your own, and maybe that's why the Loner card is there, because they think that you have everything, you know everything, and they just feel useless around you, right? So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hi. If you chose pile number 2 with this crystal, let us see what is so intimidating about you. Okay, pile number 2. What is so intimidating about you? Before we get into our tarot cards, let us look at the oracle messages that we have for today. I am open to receive. This one says lust. Now to our tarot cards. The first card we have is the Emperor in reverse. The second card we have is the Three of Wands in reverse. And the last card we have is the Fool in reverse. What is so intimidating about you? Pile number 2. With the Emperor card in reverse, I am automatically seeing that people find you to be very bossy. It could be someone that likes to have things your way. The Emperor is all about stability. The Emperor is all about power. The Emperor is all about being in your masculine energy. It's about aggression. It's about making sure you have things under control. Now, with the Emperor in reverse, it's just saying that these all of what I've just said is just exercise a bit more. Maybe it's how would I say it, over excessive. Like, you might want things to get done quickly. You might be bossing people around. You might be a bit violent. I'm not saying that you're going to be a violent individual, but you could be boisterous. You could be, very, very mean to people with the Emperor card. You may not be someone that has a lot of emotional sympathy for people, and people might find that to be very, very intimidating. Okay. With the Three of Wands, the card next to it, this is a card about opportunities, seeing what's out there. What's intimidating about you is that people might think you're very picky. Like what's available to you may not be very satisfied. You know, what's intimidating about you is it could mean that you don't really like to travel. You don't really like to move around. All right. Being with the previous card, the Emperor, the astrological sign associated with that is Aries. Aries is a very active sign, and Aries season is coming up too. So Aries is all about going after what you want, getting whatever it is you want. I did mention before about being bossy. Maybe you like other people to get what it is that you want, right? Maybe you're someone that you might be someone that's in a very superior position. For example, you could be a manager, you could be a teacher, yet you have people under you, where you have to supervise, where you have to tell them what to do. But the thing is that your instruction, it might come across as a little bit brash, it might come across as a little harsh, might come across as a little bit, my way or the highway, and people might find that to be very, very intimidating. With the Three of Wands, is giving me like people are afraid to be themselves, afraid to look elsewhere, because they may feel like you might come after them, or they may feel that you're the only one. You probably said something where they're the best that they can ever get, you know. That's what I'm getting here with the Three of Wands. But with you specifically, pile number two, I'm getting with the Three of Wands is people might find that you could be a bit closed minded, or you may not like to travel, you may not like to um, go out and try something new. Maybe there's something that you're doing that is very dated, that might be very old, and the old way of doing things might be intimidate certain people. I don't know. Maybe you. I don't know. Like for example, like you know how these old folks, they like to say how they used to learn in school, how they used to go to school, how they used to travel anywhere. They didn't have the internet. They didn't have all these gadgets we have now. They would say they would have to look at the stars. They would have to walk 3 to 4 or 5 miles to go shopping, to go to school, to go to church, barefoot. Or they would say how they used to learn in school, where they needed to memorize all of the countries in the world and memorize formulas for math, etc., etc. Right? But nowadays, it's people don't need to do that anymore, right? We have technology. Mostly technology killed all that. So, but for some reason, they still apply that dated system to the newer generation. Like you still have to do it. Yeah, we have Google, we have ChatGPT, but you still need to write on loose leaf paper your times tables, etc., etc. So that's what I'm getting here with the Three of Wands. And last but not least, we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool is all about like taking a risk, being free spirited, having fun a little bit, but it came up in reverse. Like you could, again, there's a little bit of a strict nature to you. What's intimidating about you is that you're very strict. You're very strict. You could probably have a really bad temper, right? You're very strict. You may not like to try new things. Again, people might find that to be intimidating. You may not want to try to visit new countries. You may not want to try visit cities that are around you. Some of you may not want to try out new food. Some of you guys may not want to have new friends that are different than you. Maybe how they look, what they believe in, or anything. But for some reason, with the Fool card, there's this very picky nature about you, a very, very strict nature, and it's very, very hard for people to get to know you a little bit better. Um, when I'm looking at the I am open to receive, what's intimidating about you immediately when I look at this card are her eyes. She has very beautiful eyes, but at the same time they're very big and they look like they're looking through your soul. She's not smiling, right? She's giving me like this what people are saying on the internet, the resting bitch face. You might have a resting bitch face, like your eyes are just like really big and it's looking like if you say the wrong thing, I'm just going to blow up and get angry. I'm going to just give you a piece of my mind kind of deal. Like it's this face is giving me, come at me, bro. I'm ready. Right? And what's intimidating about you, with the lust card, um, it's just how she possesses the man. Again, you could be someone that's a bit possessive. I don't know. Again, you could be again possessive of your old beliefs on how you want to do things. Is like I said, you my way or the highway. Like you might be very possessive of the people that work under you, or possessive of your objects, anything you own. And if somebody comes and tries to take him away, take whatever it is away from you, you could be a little bit upset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards from the truth picture to fine tune this message a bit further. We have dangerous. We have black. We have powerful. Dangerous, black, and powerful. What's intimidating about you is people find you to be dangerous. I think it has something to do with your temperament here with the Emperor card. They do see you as the Emperor in reverse. They see you as dictatorial. And if anyone dares to cross the line, cross your boundaries, there are consequences for that. With the black card, I am looking at the way this lady's eyes are. What's intimidating about you is that you guys might have really dark eyes. And by dark eyes, it doesn't matter what color they are, but there's something about your pupils being dilated. Your eyes, the pupil, I don't know I'm not too very good with the part of the eye, but it's the eye where, like, if you put too much light, it will, the black part of the eye will become smaller. And if there's less light, the pupil, I think that's what you call the pupil, will expand. So I'm looking at that portion of the eye. I'll put a picture on it if needed. But there's something about not having any shine in your eyes. It's just all black. Like I said, it doesn't matter what color your eyes are. It could be blue, green, hazel, but your eyes is just dark. It's just, don't mess with me. Like, it could just look into the pits of your soul and people get intimidated, right? And last but not least, we have the powerful card. What's intimidating about you is your power. People are intimidated on how powerful you are. You can make anything happen. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get 3 cards from the Messages Oracle deck to see what people have to say to you. So we have, the first card says, this relationship is too stressful. You deserve better. I'm afraid of commitment. So again, these are cards of people that are intimidated by you immediately. The first card says, this relationship is too stressful. Somebody is just complaining about that. I don't know who it is. Could be a coworker. Could be a lover, could be a family member, anybody you deal with, but somebody in your vicinity is just finding the relationship with you to be unbearable, and they want to, I don't know, it's not saying that they want to go do something else. I am seeing the Fool card. Maybe they do want to try something new. Maybe they want to have this new adventure, but maybe they're intimidated to let you go. Maybe they need you for something, right? They may need you to something. With the Lust card here, people always like to compare love with lust. You know, love is more of a long-term commitment, but lust is giving me like right here, right now, and it's giving. Then what I'm getting with the lust card, tying to this, is just people might need you for something. Like you're for the here and now, but in the future, they probably may not see you in the future because again you're very very intimidating to this person. With the you deserve better card, people might put you on a standard. They see you as someone that have a lot of standards. They put you on a pedestal. They don't think they're good enough for you, whoever this person is. And we have the I'm afraid of commitment. Again, it ties in with the lust card. When I think of lust, I don't really think of commitment. It's just more so, like I said, for the here and now. It may be hard for people. If you're somebody that's looking for a relationship, if you're looking for something long term, maybe you should tone it down with the bossiness. If you are bossy, I'm not saying that you are this tarot reading is telling you that you're bossy, but the Emperor is giving me somebody that doesn't have that doesn't listen to other people. He likes to listen to himself. He might be very aggressive, very impulsive, and may not care how other people feel. So maybe consider that. And also with the Three of Wands is more so have fun, you know, let loose. You know, invite people into your life. Hear what their perspective is coming. What is it that they like? Try something new. You know, bring in some leeway because a lot of people are very very intimidated by you, pile number two, and that's just what the cards are saying. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.